What's good? What's good? How y'all doing? Welcome to uh the stream where we'll be doing Cyberpunk Red, our actual play. Here we'll be delving into the world of Cyberpunk Red, the now famous and infamous genre, um, and delve into the story being designed by our wonderful GM Cassidy, which is in the little picture with the little Santa hat on. That's Cassidy. We'll also be posting this. We'll have VODs as well as doing some other things on the interwebs with our voices and faces. Um, but I'll get back to me a little bit later and I'll push it on over to Cassidy. I'm going to do some stuff in the background.
Hey, my name is Cassidy. I am the GM for this campaign. I've been GMing for quite a bit. I think I'm the youngest one here. I'm pretty young, only uh, 18. And yeah, I don't have much of an internet presence, so if you want to find me, you'll have to find me out in the world. Maybe we'll come across each other. You'll recognize me by the very handsome man who is an expert at running these TTRPGs, and of course never makes mistakes. I hope to present an entertaining game for you all, and yeah, hopefully it improves as we go on. So let's not set the bar too high with this first one. I'd like room to improve.
Most definitely. Hello, world. My name is Mac. You can call me Mac. I am your resident actor, voice actor, role player, gamer, here for awesome adventure in Cyberpunk. This will be my first run with Cyberpunk Red, but I've done a few tabletop sessions, whether it's D&D or Pathfinders, and yeah, happy to be here. Oh, you can find me, I guess, on Instagram at ITSMAHDI. It's a Mahdi. That's my first name. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Hello, world and the internet. My name is Brandon. I'll be playing Lookout tonight. Uh, I've been playing role playing games for a very long time, and I suspect that I may be the oldest person at the table at 34. Maybe not, though. If you want to find me on the internet, I go by the handle Fire and Bone on pretty much everything, but on Twitch especially, so come and check me out when I actually have videos on Twitch, hopefully.
Sick. And we're back to me. Yo, what's good? I am, as you know, the solar powered bard, Jaws. If you don't know where you can find me, well, you can find me here normally on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays with some sneaky sessions here and there. We've been sneaking in DJ sessions as well. I also do cybersecurity work where we break apart vulnerabilities or some other tool that I want to build, and we build it together or we break it together. Other than that, you also can catch me doing my live music streams where I play mandolin, whether it be in VR chat with my mandolin as backing track in some music world, or just chilling and playing, improving with my mandolin, doing the thing. Today, I'll be playing Externity. Um, and if you want to know where to find me on the interwebs elsewhere, just search "But I'm Not a Shark" because once again, I am Jaws, but I am the solar power bard. So yeah, let's run it.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Um, dun, dun, dun. Let me get this going.
Yeah, take your time. Oh
Are all of you prepared for this session?
Um,
no.
I think I need to get a lifestyle. I
No, no, it's never the answer is never yes, but
I think that's the main thing I need to get is the lifestyle. I was having trouble finding how to get that with my
yeah.
character.
That's fine. That's definitely one of the more obscure parts of the game, and we can work on that outside of session. I don't think it will be too relevant to this session because I'm going to have you all you said that you all will know each other in character before the session starts.
Mhm.
So I will have you all inhabiting basically the same area. And then once we get farther into the game, the lifestyle will become more important as we go through different events, maybe between sessions, outside of sessions, when you have things like time jumps, downtime,
Mhm.
things like that.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Should
Sick.
we, I
So
guess, introduce our characters first then before we get started since we'll know each other?
that would be
Yeah,
fantastic.
100%.
Would you like to go first?
Sure. Yeah, my name is Michael Money Dusk. You call me Money. I'm a fixer. Been in Night City now for a few years. Moved here when I was 18. I'm assuming it's 2045. And yeah, I live no close to the combat zone, just setting up markets for the residents in the nearby shelters, the nomads, get medics, get medicine, food, whatever we need. Try and work with the gangs as much as possible to keep things cool and copacetic, but it's the combat zone, so you know how that goes.
Bones?
Well, hello everybody, and when we're actually in character, I will have a absolutely horrendous Midwest accent, so you know I'm talking in character. I am going to be our lovely group's nomad by the name of Lookout. My pack, which is loosely affiliated with the Aldecados, primarily works in construction, meaning I finally had an in-character reason to know how to use demolitions, which I am so excited to bring in.
Perfect chunky
He's
salsa.
Yes, yes. He's around 25 years old, like bright red mohawk, wicked cool guy. I'm excited to play him.
You said his name is Pax.
Look out.
Look out.
Lookout, sorry.
Hell yeah. And I will be playing Externity, or Alexander, is his name. But Externity, he's a netrunner. He grew up, though he is a netrunner, he grew up within the bubble of Metacorp, where his mother was a previous soldier that was abandoned by the states and so on and so forth. And he spent his life on a retrofitted cargo ship that was used to refuel small vessels and aerial vehicles. And now he's in Night City, not too long after um, taking on a couple of jobs and figuring out what else he can do to help sort of establish himself on shore as well as at sea.
Awesome. Sounds like we've got a very interesting group here. And I think, I think this group will be quite unique in the way that it differs from the usual crews you find in Night City.
Yeah, no
Um,
solos.
and hopefully, yeah,
What are
no
we gonna do?
solos. No.
Shoot
I
them
mean, I don't know. I heard
ourselves.
something about demolition, so I don't
Right.
know if it'll be too much of a problem.
Right.
I may have
But,
started with grenades. Not really serious grenades, but I do have some
I
grenades.
mean, listen, if
It's
it
just gonna be
explodes,
traps.
that's
Traps in the
fine.
future. Traps and explosions.
So hopefully we can get to some scenarios which will show off each of your individual skill sets to their fullest, and show some unique ways in which this system can combine its more obscure resources with the more mainstream things that a lot of us are familiar with. And hopefully we can explore the different avenues available in Cyberpunk besides, just kill, 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 which of course
Right.
there will be a lot of.
Oh, 100%.
Um, so with that, I will begin to lay the scene in which you all start in. Um, so I'm going to have you all starting within the area of the upper marina close to the combat zone of Little China. This is where the apartment of Alexander is located, and for the sake of this, I will have you all starting within the vicinity of said apartment.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
As you all awaken from a late night, as is typical in the city that bears the knight's name, um, you find yourself, Money, getting a message on your agent. Um, this message is one that is not unfamiliar to you as a fixer, as it simply reads, there's an urgent job with premium pay, an opportunity for employment if you are so willing to take it. Now, these type of things happen to you a lot. You coordinate with very many people. However, this message bears a unique call sign next to it. It's not one that you're familiar with. You doubt you've ever seen it before, but there is an image of an upside down cross next to this message, perhaps the mark of whichever fixer is attempting to get in contact with you.
Hmm. Hey, look out. You ever see an insignia like this? And I show him my agent, send him the picture of the insignia.
Spawn back, I have not, my good man.
What about you, Externity?
Um,
Normally, I know most of these insignias, but this is fresh to me.
yeah, this is looking a little new. Jim, can I do like a library search to like real quick see if
Yes,
I
you
can
may.
cross-reference
Mhm.
a picture on the data pool?
Yeah. Any of you who would like to try to find out any more information of this may make a library search check to see if you can recall anything.
Perfect. Let's see, so base 10. 12.
Okay.
12. Anyone else?
I did the roll. Got a 10 and a 6.
All
My
right, 16,
intelligence at 8, so 28.
28.
28.
Ooh,
I got an
all
8.
right. All right. So, uh, Alexander and Lookout are not able to dredge their memories. This is something that they've never seen before. But you, Money, are able to recall a conversation you had with a fellow fixer who referenced a similar logo as being the mark of a man who goes by the name of the Father. Now, this man, to your knowledge, is one of the more obscure fixers in the city. He does not present callings for groups of edge runners very often. So being contacted by him is very rare, and he does not run in many of the more established circles.
You know what? Now that I look at this, a fellow colleague of mine was telling me about a guy, real kind of shady guy out in the city who really exclusive with who he works with. His name's the Father, if you can believe it or not. Um, Might be worth our while to check this out. What do you think?
Externity will stand up from like his chair and stretch and start like strapping on his bag. Is there eddies in it?
Oh, it said good pay, and if I know my friend any, he does not mess around with info like this. He said he's never met him though, so it will be a gamble, but I'm in.
Rand, you're the fixer. You tell me where to go, I go.
I was about to
Let's
say
do
if the
it. What do you
fixer's
say?
in.
All right. Well, yeah, I go ahead and accept the contract on my agent.
All right.
Um,
As you accept the contract, responding with a affirmative, you receive a second message that reads, "I'll send you the spot to meet. Don't take the Grundy; it's too conspicuous. I'll arrange for the transportation."
okay. Looks like we are in the big leagues, boys. We've got a transport coming to get us. Um,
What do you mean? We got to transport.
the guy wants to send us transport, so I'll trust that. We all strapped for whatever may go down.
Yeah,
I
yeah, for
guess.
sure. I mean, I guess. Did you look out? Did you want to tell us? If you, I know how you are about your car.
No, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's just a car. It's not like it's a whole, cultural lifestyle or anything that gives me a lot of personal fulfillment. It's
He's doing
just,
good again.
whatever.
You think you can find anything? You said you couldn't find anything in the libraries on this guy, the father. Can you try looking that name
Well, yeah,
up?
I can look up the father for sure. Let's see.
As
Oh,
you,
Nat 10.
as
Sick.
you,
Uh,
all right. As you examine the standard, searches,
21.
you're not able to really find too much on this guy. It seems he keeps a very low internet presence. However, you are able to find a reference on a forum for solos about a man writing that he was contacted by this man for a untraditional mission where he specified not to use violence. And the solos simply remarking on this forum that he found it very strange that they contact such a person of such a specific profession for something so outside their own specialty.
Uh,
Interesting.
I take a screenshot. I always have my goggles on or nearby, normally on, and I take a screenshot and shoot it to both of your agents. Um, and just so you can have the information for yourself, as well as GM. Is it okay? So do you both have agents, Mac and Fire?
I do.
Oh yeah.
So, and I have an agent myself. Is it okay, GM? This is an idea I had in my head. Um,
Mhm.
if I utilize my agent to take tons and tons of screenshots, so like that, it's sort of like a video, um, and blast it to them on a private channel, so that at any moment I can like ping an enemy and they can see it on their agents if they pick it up.
Like share your kind of share your vision type thing
Yeah, yeah,
via their agent.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a very creative way of using your utility. Yeah, that's fine. Obviously, they'll have to look at their agent to
Yeah,
see
for
it,
sure.
but
And there's like a
yeah, I mean
range,
that's perfectly fine.
you know.
Mhm.
But no, for sure. Awesome.
Oh, jeez. I feel like this is gonna be trickier than it seems. But since we don't have solos on our crew, I guess that's not gonna be an issue.
All right, friend. I got a shotgun. We all got pistols, but we don't have to worry about it.
You see me like checking my mags. Wait, let me make sure I have a gun. But you see me checking my mags.
The number of times I've been in
Net
games
runners
where
are
the netrunner
expensive.
forgot to buy a gun
Yeah.
is way too high.
I'm checking my katana and my medium pistol. Got two magazines. And my wits about me. Man,
uh, 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 you see me pull a very old broken gun. I'm like, well, this isn't gonna work, and I just sort of put my combat knife in my backpack, counting on you guys, and I point.
Can I go ahead? I do have weapon stack. Can I see if I can just like quickly pop something into place so that this man has a gun?
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me roll something here. Got a 17 on a weapon stack roll.
Yeah, I mean, you examine the the broken gun that he cast aside, and you scrub it up a little bit. You find what's causing it to jam, and it seems to be semi-functional now. I mean, it's not gonna get you too far, but it should fire at least a few times.
Hey, all I
So he's
needed.
got a gun smart.
Hey, all I needed.
um,
I got my brains in this gun now to keep my brains in my face.
can I do a
Alright.
perception check of the room we're in now? Like, is there anyone around us?
Yeah, actually, go ahead.
Perception. Okay, I rolled a 6.
Any modifiers?
Well, 1 and a 6, so +8 intelligence, +3 perception.
Roll a 6, 8, 3, 11, 17.
17. All right, so As you look around the room, nothing seems to be off. You've been in Externity's apartment quite a few times, so you're pretty familiar with the layout and what's generally considered to be acceptable things to be lying around. But as you examine the window and take a glance outside, you notice that there is a somewhat strange looking car. It's a little suspicious that you'd find such a nice and well kept vehicle parked in such an area, and it's not one that you've ever seen when wandering around this apartment before.
Hey, Externity.
Yo, what's good?
You ever seen this? You ever seen this vehicle parked outside? Pretty
Uh,
nice looking.
you'll see me sort of peek over your shoulder a little bit to catch a glimpse of it. GM, is this something I recognize?
You've never seen this car before.
I've never seen this car before.
Hmm. You think they could have sent me the message, knowing we were here?
If I set up something earlier, I could have captured it, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm not sure. Is there something I can roll or no?
What do you want to determine with your role?
Um, can I see any identifying marks or um, a glimpse of someone smoking a cigarette and they give themselves up as far as attribution of who they are or what they are? Other
Oh,
than
of the
just,
car?
yeah,
I mean,
other
you
than
can see
just
the
a sus
license.
car.
You can see the license plate.
Oh, sick. Yeah, perfect.
Um,
I'm
but
doing.
Are you on
there
the
doesn't
spot
seem to
to
be
make
like
you give us the
anyone.
make and model?
It's a
Oh
pretty
yeah.
standard ground car. Um, I don't really know much about the cars in this
You're good. You're good.
universe,
I'm
Yeah.
just
but it
I'm teasing you a
it's
little
a
bit. I promise.
four doors.
Not
Although
armored or anything, right?
it does look slightly modified,
Okay.
as if the front like cab of it is like shortened almost. So the back looks like it's been expanded, and the front looks like it's shortened.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
check my agent for notifications, see if the transport's here.
And can I roll on that
You
license
have
plate? Oh,
not.
sorry.
Yes, if you would like to attempt to cross-reference it with
Hmm.
some electronic database, you could roll for that.
Yeah, I'm
What would be
not
a
doing
good
nothing too crazy. Just checking the data pool to see if there's anything else out there. I'm
Yeah,
nowhere near
if
a
you want
terminal.
to Google the license, if you want to
Yeah,
Google the license plate, see if you can find any news reports or anything containing it, that'd be
basically.
fine. And as you check your agent again, Money, there's been no follow-up message from this fixer.
18.
Did no follow up.
18. As you scour the internet, checking your normal sources, this card does not seem to have appeared in any of your searches. It's not connected to any outstanding crimes, news stations, or anything like that, and you can't find any record of it being listed for sale electronically or anything like
I got a clean car in Night City. I hate it. I say to the
that.
group,
We should get a closer look. I mean,
nope.
this is
I got
your
this.
domicile, right?
And I hold up the gun.
Fair enough. Yeah, we aren't necessarily the bouncer crew. Um, you think it's the transport? Maybe they, I don't know, want us to catch the hint. I haven't gotten a message yet.
I'm gonna say it's a bad idea to go into a random car in Night City.
Oh
Because
no
if a
no no!
person is
We
rich
wouldn't go
enough to afford the
inside.
car, they're rich enough to afford the gun to shoot you in the car.
I don't want
Right
the
right.
candy.
No, we don't need a shootout right outside your apartment.
Please no.
I don't know. I wish we could know more though, but whatever. I guess.
Well, you ready? Well, we can't go
Yeah.
anywhere. Where are they picking us up from?
I haven't gotten any other messages. That's why I thought maybe it could be the transport that's supposed to be picking us up. This guy seems, the father seems to be a bit of a Riddler or something. I don't know. Maybe we got to figure this thing out as we go.
Well, in the meantime, you got any smash?
Uh, would I have any Smash in the fridge, GM?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's really cheap, and
Yeah,
like everyone has it, so yeah,
but yeah,
I'd
Heck
say
yeah.
so.
yeah. There's something in the fridge. Go ahead, bro.
All right, I'll grab one and drink it and start that 4 hour clock on some improved social skills and potential addiction.
Mm, careful with those. Look out.
Ah, shoot. This is the normal smash, isn't it? It ain't the piranha one.
Yeah, this
Darn it.
is. I'm
Well,
just.
Man, you're
already
hardcore.
drank it.
Hmm. Oh, what time of day is it?
Good question.
It's roughly around noon, maybe a little past noon.
Oh, past noon.
But
Okay.
yeah, and it's like summer in Night City, like it's hot.
Well, I'm gonna get some air.
Oof,
I mean, no sense staying around this cooped up apartment. And I head for the door.
facts. Um, sorry, GM. Are there any neighbors that I'm used to being around to see outside as I walk outside with money?
Yeah, so you're on the second floor of a small apartment complex, and as you head down, you pass by some doors. However, there doesn't seem to really be too many people out and about right now, as it's you know, most people are working.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
the people with normal jobs are at work, and the people who work at night are still trying to catch some Z's before the next night of action. But you do run into the usual old man sitting outside on the steps, having his smoke. He's retired, and you know him quite well. He's a good guy.
Oh, what's his name?
Uh, Jared.
How you doing, Mr. Jarrett? I sort of throw my hand up. You doing good, Chum?
I'm doing good.
Jared.
I'm doing good. It's I'm not used to seeing you so energized this early. You had a late night last night.
Yeah. Me and the boys, and I point to the guys, just chuming around.
Looking
You
for
young
some work,
folk,
people.
gotta, I don't know. There's something with your generation.
There's something with every generation, Shum.
Oh no, no, is that we were not like this. Too much to worry about when I was young. You guys have it easy.
Ah,
Alright, we just have irradiated drinking water and, radioactive red rain that might burn off your
Hey,
skin. Much easier
listen,
than your
listen.
time.
Don't try to tell me about the past. I don't want to hear it.
I
You,
mean, growing up in the time you grew up was the reason I moved here. Uh, but it is a far cry from what they sold us back in Ethiopia. What is this? What this
Hey,
red dust for one? It's different. We're trying
it
to make
was
it
a
just like
it,
you,
bomb.
it
old
would
chum.
you
Chum.
y'all you your generation's the one that caused this destruction of my. This place used to be nice, okay?
For the record, I was 4 at the time the nuke went off, and I was not quite familiar with nuclear physics and building nuclear devices at the time.
That sounds like an excuse.
At the
Okay, we
time.
all have our part to play. Okay, I fought in the wars. Okay, I know about that.
Oh wow. Well, I guess we appreciate your service somewhat. I mean, from what I know, though, none of us on the ground floor had any part into what was going on. It's just these big corporations and the government pushing us around, just like
Exactly.
always.
See, you you are you're one of the smart ones. Okay, it's these corporations that ruined us.
Don't get me started on that.
I can agree.
Still gotta find my boy. I hope you didn't serve for Militech, did you?
Oh no. I used to serve the police. back before they went bad. Okay,
Mhm.
it was a good calling.
Well, you got any friends who still serve on the force?
Oh no, 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 no. All the good men are gone now. That force, it's done for. Okay, it's only those max tech. They know how to carry the
Oh,
spirit
yeah.
of old. I'll tell you.
They know how
These
to
new
carry
beats.
way more than just spirit, Mr.
That's for
Hey,
sure.
listen. These new beats. They're not like what it used to be. Okay, they give the force a bad name.
Yeah. Heard that, brother. Well, we'll steer clear of them.
For sure.
That's good. Always
Read.
keep keep out of trouble.
We'll try.
Take it easy, Chum.
Yeah, don't stay out too late.
He laughs at that.
All right. You know, I'm not gonna mess with this car downstairs, but I'm gonna at least get a good look at it from across the street. Maybe you can scan it or something.
All
uh,
right. As you
maybe there is an access point on it. Shoot, I don't know.
as you head out, looking around the car, the only thing that really seems suspicious about it is like how it just looks very out of place, and it seems like whoever was driving it just left and abandoned it.
Hmm.
There doesn't seem to be any human presence around the car at all.
Hey, Chums, check it out. There's no one in this thing.
Don't touch it.
Nah, man. Don't touch it.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know.
That's
Trust me.
the. I was telling you about that security package where they can make it look like nothing's in there, or they make it look like the thing behind it.
You
This
almost
sounds
zapped
like
me
a oh
last
hey,
week.
there's no one in this nice car.
I think they got that new show on too, where they trick people into getting into these cars and then they lock them down and you never see the guy again.
Surprise combat
I
car.
bet there's some camera around here. Yeah.
Yeah, Network
What type of
54.
shows are you watching?
N54 always has
Well, the combat
stuff.
cab, yeah,
Combat
they
cab.
got their
That's what
hands
it
on
is.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, this thing doesn't look militarized. And I still haven't gotten a message yet from the father. I guess
I gotta ask this question. I don't suppose there's an upside down cross anywhere on this vehicle.
Oh my God, such a good question.
There's not. There's
Okay.
not.
Okay, just had to ask the obvious
There,
question
there,
No.
just in
there's
case.
there's no distinct insignias or anything. It doesn't seem to be a company vehicle, and it's not marked with any gang colors or signs.
you know what, look out, you wanna take your whip?
Heck yeah, I just don't know where we're going.
I check my agent, look at the contact. Is there any way I can reply again? Like with you
Yeah,
know,
I mean you can message him.
can I message ETA question mark?
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
I just
I'm
like
gonna
to keep.
message.
as you
What's that?
Oh, I was gonna say I just like to keep my head on a swivel while we're outside. Can I roll a perception check just to make sure no one's doing nothing sus?
Okay.
what do you want to roll?
So we're outside around this car, and we're outside in Night
Uh-huh.
City. While we're all looking at the car, I would like to be
Yeah.
looking behind us.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you can roll some perception, yeah. See if anyone's, keeping tabs on you or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll message the contact just ETA basically.
All right. As you shoot out a message, you get an immediate response saying, well, "Why haven't you gotten in the transportation yet?"
Okay. Guys,
It was a
it's
15.
it's the car.
This is
Let's
the
get in.
car. Oh my God.
Your perception, no one's really watching you.
All
Just
right, cool.
Jared,
All right, cool. I
seeing while you guys are
wave.
congregating around the suspicious car, just nods at you.
And
I
I
kind of
get.
figured this was the car, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to assume.
Look, after
Yeah.
last week where your
We're
car
on the right
almost
track.
electrocuted me, I um
Okay, here's the thing. My car can't do that, so I don't know what car you were
oh,
messing with
that's
that
probably why.
electrocuted you.
That's probably
Now,
why.
there was that gentleman that you upset at the bar who hit you with the stun gun, so you may be thinking that getting the two events kind of mixed together.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It
I
could
got some
change your whole
files.
personality. Dude. All right. I moved to I called shotgun and I moved to the front passenger seat.
Cool.
As you open the front passenger door, yeah, you can't fit in there.
Oh yeah, the front's shortened. Jesus. What kind of car is this?
Um,
I look at the back.
I start getting in the back, and as I get in the back, just I'm not gonna do anything with the information, but I want to know: can I roll to see if there is an access point in this car?
You can, yes.
11
Uh,
for a scan.
yeah, you don't see one.
I can't answer you. I thought it was maybe like a I don't know what type. What is there a driver as I get into the car?
There is no driver.
No driver, no access point.
Uh,
Sus.
as you guys step into the car, you hear like an metallic voice saying, "Welcome. Please take your seats and fasten your seatbelts."
Okay. I buckle up.
Yeah, so do I. Big leagues. I'm doing it because I want to for
Yeah.
my safety.
You getting
Buckling
in
up.
lookout?
Oh yeah, definitely coming in, buckling out. Is there any way I can make either a land vehicle tech or maybe an education roll to know if cars like this are either common or possible at this point?
Yes, you can make a
Mm.
either one of those checks, whichever you would prefer. They would both give you the result you're looking for.
I'll go land vehicle tech just because I have a little bit higher in it. And I explode for a lovely 29.
Nice.
So you know that yes, these type of self-driving cars are in fact possible at this point. They are not very common as the fields of vehicular technology were not ones which advanced at the same pace as things like electronic security and weapons. However, due to new developments which have been taking place over in Japan, in accordance with land vehicle technology, these have become more and more both possible and accessible. However, to see one in Night City is extremely rare.
This is some crazy tech.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'll fill these guys in on the basics of this just so they know how very nice this car is.
Why can't we get in the front? This is whack.
There ain't nothing in the front. It's all computerized. That's why there's so many seats back here.
You just see me looking around. I'm just like, I just can't believe there's not an access point. that's me the whole ride. It's trying to that's
Are you sure it's not like in the engine or something?
maybe. I don't know.
Can I roll a perception check for just the interior cab? See if there's any. I'm looking for basically something we can talk to or whatnot.
You don't need perception. There is a television mounted where firstly there's a divider between the front and the front cab and where the passenger seats are. That is just a full wall divider. You cannot get between them. On that divider there is a mounted television and there is a little speaker box with a push to talk button.
I go to press the button. Hello? Yeah, we're this is Mac, the fixer, just looking to is this contracted by the father?
You hear the same metallic voice ring out. Yes, this is the vehicle of the one known as the Father.
All right. Well, we're ready when you are, I guess.
All right. As you see the doors lock themselves and the car peels out and begins to head down the road. It begins to take a path that seems to lead outside of the city itself. You guys are currently located in the area of the upper marina, close to the Little China border. The car takes you up outside the upper marina and then begins to head down towards the overpacked suburbs, seemingly on its way to the highway which leads outside of the city outskirts.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know if we're ready to head this far outside of Night City.
Shoot, we're going down 828. We're gonna pass by my house.
Yeah, we have a Nomad. So I just
Oh,
point
we're fine,
awkwardly
gents.
at Lookout. This is all
Maybe we're
you.
headed to one of those markets over by under Haywood.
That might be the case, but I don't really know. You talking about wood chippers, maybe?
I think
I know there's a
so.
whole bunch out there. Yeah, I don't think wood chipper's doing her party lately, but I'm a little fuzzy on what exactly the date is at the moment. So who knows? Maybe we had a little bit too hard last night. Should stop drinking. I'm not gonna stop drinking.
Of course not.
We know.
Maybe we should
As you
relax.
as you joke about drinking, you hear the metallic voice ring out. Drinks are located in the compartments underneath your seat if you would like to enjoy a refreshment on our ride.
Sweet. I
course.
pull one out. What are we looking at here?
This is some very high quality champagne.
Oh, nice.
Dude, they got champagne.
I never had some of this stuff. I go to uncork
Champagne.
it.
I
You got any
just
glasses?
I just send him a Google.
There are
Fine.
glasses tucked next to the bottle.
It's like a
Here we
rocket
go.
fine.
I pass around some flutes and try and open this bottle. I've seen this in the movies a couple times. Watch out. And I uncork it without like holding the cork at all. Let it fly.
The cork just flies out and starts bouncing around the interior, and you are showered with a spray of champagne that comes shooting out the neck of the bottle.
Well, there's still a little bit left in here. I pour a little bit in each glass.
For all our lovely streamers, one note about Lookout is that he's got the Kuroshimano vision, so he doesn't have eyes. He just has one of those Geordie LaFord things.
Nice.
So he just takes a cloth, pops it out, and just wipes the entire thing. Because I spent a little bit extra to have some fun. You just see like little red beady eyes in there, which you guys know means mad. Before he pops up into a normal color. All right. A little bit of a problem. It's fine, boys. It's fine.
I'll never get used to that.
I think it's really cool.
Oh, well.
I mean, I got it when I was 15, so I've had it for a solid decade. It feels natural now. I mean, besides, like, when I'm going for the components and stuff like that, I only need to buy the one. I mean, you gotta spend like $1,000 to be able to see in the dark. I just had to spend like 500. It's nice.
Those updates work okay? No bugs?
Oh, no bugs whatsoever. I mean, besides the normal ones that you get from, like, salvage tech from a radioactive ruin. But, you know, we're all dealing with that.
True. Hey, if you ever need me
Yeah,
to look at
fair
it,
enough.
I'm no
Sure,
med
son.
tech, but if
course.
it's code,
I'm still particular to the classic jewelry. These inlaid rubies here can't go wrong. They flash in the neon lights, and I don't have to worry about anything corroding my teeth except for, you know, whatever I might eat, I guess. But
Very nice. Very nice.
yeah.
You know, I've said it before, but we are a group of fine-looking gentlemen, I have to say.
Damn right.
well, thank you.
You know, if this mission really pays well, like it says, which of course, I mean, it's one of my contracts. I'll make sure it will. We should go out, party in whatever little hole in the wall we can find.
Oh, for sure. Where money goes, we
yeah.
go. What you mean?
As you guys are talking, just kind of laughing, joking around, you see on the TV that it flashes to a news report. Its headline says, urgent news for Night City. and you begin to see a journalist on screen talking about the fact that the notorious solo by the name of Queen Marosha, who you all recognize from being on the TV quite often, she was found dead in her home in Camden Courts, which is a very large, very illustrious solo complex, and that there's a current investigation underway to attempt to solve this unexplained murder.
She's been.
Feel bad for those boys.
She's finally been flatlined. Holy shit.
Goes to show, even
I
if
thought
you're
she
a
was
solo, you
invincible.
can still get whacked.
I mean, yeah, but she was. Was she chromed up like she sounds like she was?
She was crumbed up all right.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, she was like.
Look at all the cops down there.
I imagine. Who took her out? I don't understand. As
I
I
bet it was
continue
Max Tech.
watching. Probably Max. But then they would know. They wouldn't be investigating. That's crazy. That's crazy.
If you
Night
ask me,
City's
they're
wild.
probably involved in something shady.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Where was this happening? Did anyone get what the reporter say?
Did the reporter say what?
Like where this was where did she die?
Oh yeah, so her home is in Little Europe. It's a solo complex by the name of Camden Courts, and it's one of the most illustrious and well protected buildings in all of Night City.
That's right over by the Ground Zero. Man,
Yeah.
That it is.
that's a high shelf job right there.
Talk about it.
Yeah. I think Lookout's gonna kind of like pull out his agent and maybe shoot a text over to Johnny to make sure that they're doing okay, just in case, because he's a brother. He worries every once in a while.
Yeah. As you shoot out this text, after a little while, you see that Johnny responds and he says, yeah, everything's going fine. Why do you ask?
Just send back. Oh, you seen the news? Like someone took out a big solo right near you. Just wanted to be sure.
He doesn't respond for about 5 minutes and gets back to you saying, I can't believe that. You watch the TV, right? You know who she is.
Oh yeah, I know who she is. I'm not completely out there in the desert all the time.
It's a big deal to take out a fish like her. I hope they don't come anywhere near me, and that it's not one of those wacky hunters who just takes out anyone who's crumbed up.
Agreed. So yeah, you stay safe. Maybe don't go out partying with your friends for a day or two.
Yeah, he says. I might not. As you guys head further outside of Night City, you've now left the majority of the outskirts behind, and you notice that the car is not actually following the highway. Instead, it is taking some paths and back roads that seem to have long eroded to the point where they are no longer the streets they once were. The area outside of Night City, outside the perimeter, has been flattened and essentially became scorched earth due to global warming and severe weather pattern fluctuations in the area. And so it is now resembles a barren wasteland. And you guys are driving along through this past the decrepit remains of past towns where no one lives anymore.
Look out the
Heck, we're sure
window.
going far out.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, this reminds me of home. A lot of empty nothingness. There's no hope here, no ambition, nothing's going on. What are we doing out here?
Yeah, what
I don't
are we
know.
doing
Maybe
out
the
here,
father
Mahdi?
guys are working with a reclaimer.
Possibly.
Okay. I pushed the talk button. How much farther?
You hear the voice ring out again. It should only be about 20 more minutes. As you can see, our current time of day is 4:15 p.m.
20 more minutes, guys. I'm gonna get some shut eye. And I just kind of lean back and put my hands behind my head, close my eyes a bit.
I'll probably be looking on the data pool to find out. Just I'm curious, more information on what was her name again? Who died? Was killed?
Queen Morosha.
Queen Rosha. Yeah, I'm just looking around forums, seeing what the small medias are popping up and talking about. I'm
Mhm.
sure someone who's not supposed to be there is there, catching the story. So I'm looking for
Yeah.
that.
As you browse around the internet, just an initial search of her name brings up a myriad of different video clips of interviews where she talks about her work and brings attention to the solo crews that roam the city. Um, but as you dig further into the forums and people speculating on what has happened here today, you see a common thread throughout many of them of people speculating that it was, in fact, not the gang known as not the gang known as the Inquisitors, like many of the mainstream news stations are pushing,
Mm,
but in fact the work of a new Ronin in town.
cool.
That
Go ahead, Joss.
I was gonna say, go ahead, Cassidy.
But yes, this is only a rumor, and there is no concrete evidence pointing towards any of this or any particular party being responsible.
Cool, cool. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, with my eyes closed, you know, with that solo gone, I'm sure all the other solos are gonna be beefing up on meds and extra supplies. We should think about that when we get back to the city.
You know, you say this,
Agreed.
I do agree. And it looks like the city's telling us their story, but the streets are saying that it was a new solo in town, a Ronin, in fact.
That's who killed her?
That's what the people are saying.
Hmm.
Well, whoever killed her, gonna be a lot of chaos for a while now that the top dog's been taken down.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to
Yeah,
fill
no
that
doubt.
spot.
Wonder what their motive is. This could start a whole war.
She ruffled a lot of
Shoot, it's like going
feathers.
to prison. Punch the biggest person you possibly can, gain a rep. I'm just
Yeah.
surprised that
Yeah.
we haven't heard who they are, but then again, Street's saying that it's this new Ronin person.
They're
Maybe
trying
they
to
just
make a name for
wanted the rep.
themselves, of course. Well, if we haven't heard about them yet, then they probably got no style.
Or maybe too much style.
True. True. Wonder if it has
Listen, I
anything to do
like
with
being a
this.
small fish most of the time. This Queen Marisha, she got capped. Me, I'm still here. I'm enjoying a nice smash in an AI-powered car with my two crewmates and friends, and not worrying about some crazy solo coming to execute me.
Yeah, Chum, you got a point there, but I mean, come on. You might live out in the outskirts, but you make your bread in Night City. And nobody's nobody unless everyone knows your name. You know? You gotta have a little flash. Fake it till you make it.
Oh, I got a little flash. I got a little flash. I'm just saying, too much flash and boom. Suddenly you ain't there anymore.
That's true. It's a
There.
constant struggle at the top.
Damn. Still, I just want to know who did
But
it. I need a don't. If you see this person, turn another way. Sort of.
Yeah, fair enough.
See, that's
Wonder
what I'm talking about. Like, we're small fish. We don't have to worry about him coming to us. We just got to make sure that when we see them on the street, we're like, nope, have a good day.
Yeah, yeah,
Can't
for
go.
Look at
sure.
us now. We're in this automated car headed out to some odd mission. I mean, you think it's got anything to do with that Ronin? The father, nobody knows what his motives are, what they're up to. Their motives, his or her.
That's
I don't
true.
know. We could be closer to this thing than we thought. Can I, GM, could I look at my contacts list? Do I know any other like fixers, I suppose, nearby or in the city or anything like that?
Yeah, so you know a lot of fixers, of course, but most of them are not necessarily ones you would say are particularly reliable in terms of information. I mean, there's a lot of rumors that go around Night City, and
Yeah.
it's quite the task to figure out which ones are true and which ones are merely the media's trying to get their big break. Um,
Right.
Scrolling through, you recognize the name Landon Mecca in your contacts list. Now, this man is a fixer who you've worked with on a previous occasion, and you know that he has ties to Fireman, who's a local arms dealer. And he's one of the more big fish fixers in the city. And so, thinking about this, you're able to realize that anybody who comes to Night City, the first thing they need is a weapon.
Right.
So, maybe if you could track down the type of weapon that was used to commit this, you might be able to find who he bought it from.
Yeah. Okay. So I pull up that contact for Landon Mecca, and I just send him a message like, "Hey, Landon, you had any major purchases in the past few weeks?" And I just send that message. Hey,
All right.
Eternity.
Hmm.
Did they say anything about how she died?
Did they? And while I was looking around, and I can
Not
roll
on
for it.
the news. Not on the news. However, maybe you might be able to find some of that information on some of the deeper sides of the internet.
Okay. Yeah,
The dark
I'll
web.
keep the dark web. Along with my agent, because I'm not near an access point, so I can't do anything super fancy. But like some hardcore ziggurat dorks. Let's see. Oh, Nat 10 again. Sick. Um, and a 9. So 19 plus 10, 29.
All right. So, as you scour deeper and deeper, trying to find information on this, you're able to eventually find a person claiming that they were able to hack into the files of the hospital where her body was taken. And it seems that she was flatlined by a high-powered bullet to the back of the head. Now, the what's the name? This particular ammunition type is not one that is common to Night City, as the majority of guns in Night City focus on either the 9mm caliber or a variant of the 7.62 round
Hmm.
for higher powered rifles. However, this bullet that was taken out of her corpse seems to be a 44 Magnum bullet, a more retro style, which is gone mostly out of favor as revolvers were phased out in um, as weapon technology developed.
You hear me hum for a bit, and I'm like, ha, see, 44 Magnum. She got by a 44 Magnum. Well, claiming there was another runner who ran the hospital, and apparently, the Gonk found that it was a Magnum bullet
You telling me
straight
a
to the back
top
of the
tier
dome.
solo like that doesn't make any sense. I pull back out my agent, or pull up Mecca's contact again, and I send anyone looking for a 44 Magnum recently, and I'm assuming I
Alright.
haven't gotten a reply back from them yet.
No, he doesn't seem to have replied. However, you know that this particular fixer is most active towards the later evening and early morning hours, and that he's most likely asleep.
Fair enough.
And as this digging and texting concludes, you notice that the car seems to be slowing down, and you're now deeply off the main roads into outside a small abandoned town. And as you pull past this, it's honestly a farce to say it's even a town, just a collection of old, decrepit, and abandoned buildings. You arrive at an abandoned church. It's now getting dark. It's almost dusk, and light pours out of the broken stained glass windows, which illuminate a tattered facade with a large cracked cross in front.
What you want to
Car
bet the
has now-
man named the Father is going to be in the church?
You know, I'm with you, June.
Is the cross upside down?
It is not.
Okay. Well,
I
the
know
cross
what
isn't
you feel,
upside
though.
down, but it is on theme.
Yeah. He's an actor. He's an artist. or she.
I make my way
Or they.
towards the building, the church, I guess.
Yeah, I'll hop out
All
and
right.
follow our lovely friend Money.
Yeah.
Same.
As you guys hop out, you notice that to the left of the left side of the church, there is a small graveyard covered in crabgrass, which looks to be about as untouched as everything else in this place, except for the two fresh graves that seem to be a haunting reminder that someone does in fact live here. And you can hear a faint music coming from somewhere, but you can't seem to pinpoint its location. It's somewhere inside the church.
I go up to the
Graves not
door.
three.
I put my ear to the door, and I guess I just listen to see if I can hear anything else.
Mm-hmm. As you listen at the door, it's entirely silent. You cannot hear any movement or anything coming from the inside of the church.
This feels like the beginning of the worst movie to be in. And I
I don't
don't
like
think
this.
that they handle.
I don't like this brain dance.
All right, so why don't I go first since I got the shotgun, just in case we get something that pops up and says "ooga booga," I can blast the Sam head off.
Well, wait. I say, Jim, is it okay if I scan for an access point nearby?
Yes, you can scan.
18.
Not
No, wait, no.
only is there no access
Sorry,
point.
12. It was a 12.
Okay. But still, not only is there no access point, there does not seem to be a singular electronic device in sight.
Huh. Well, no cameras. I say.
Well, that's good.
I pick up a piece of crabgrass and stick it in my mouth. Looks like we're gonna have to do this on our own, boys.
Well, look out, I
Like a
tried.
cowboy. I saw a
I will
BD like
open the
this.
door for my associates, and I'll have the shotgun ready to use, but not necessarily walking in with it, pointing around at people.
All right. As you open the front door, you notice that it's not locked, and The inside of the church is almost as bad as the exterior, with many missing and broken pews that are all covered in a fine layer of dust. The altar at the front looks to be cleaner, though, as if it is at least semi-regularly maintained. And in the back left corner is a rickety, winding staircase leading to the upper floors of the building.
I don't suppose he messaged you and said, "Hey, come on up the staircase. I got
Right.
some wine and some of that fancy bread for us to eat."
No, he didn't.
If you're
There's
looking for bread, there is a tabernacle in the corner.
well, Jesus broke wine and bread. We could check that out. Hello, hello. I'm listening for anyone to respond, but I'm making my way to the tabernacle.
Your voice echoes throughout the building, and you hear the music dim down a little bit,
Oh,
and a voice rings out from upstairs saying, "Come up."
there we go.
There it
A
is.
signal to look out in externity. And upstairs, guys. And I make my way to the stairs.
The
All right.
staircase leads to an upper balcony, and this balcony overlooks the small graveyard which you had seen before. There is a small table with a half-empty bottle of very expensive-looking red wine, an old retro speaker that looks like it outdates the city itself and seems to be the source of the soft jazz that you've been hearing playing, and an overflowing ashtray seated next to it with embers still burning within it. There are a number of old wooden chairs littered around the area, and seated next to the table in an ancient-looking rocking chair is a young man with blonde parted hair. He's adorned in a cheap sleeveless top and a ragged-looking pair of slacks, ending in a pair of socks with holes in them. But around his neck and on his fingers lies real solid gold, which is not like the fake flash that's usual for this city. It's clear that this man is either a prolific thief or much wealthier than his surroundings would let on. And he takes a drag of his smoke and beckons you to approach with a wave of his hand.
I step forward, sort of looking this person up and down. Said, "How's it going, Chum? This is Mac, and look out in externity. You called for us?"
Yeah, he looks you up and down as well, and in a deep and rough voice says, "Here, take a seat. And you want a drink?"
Don't mind if I do.
He reaches behind him and pulls out a bottle of brandy and sets it down on the table.
Why not the nice looking wine over there?
Oh, this is for holy purposes, not for non-believers.
Are you the father?
Uh, I've been known to be called that name, yes.
Okay, well, it's an honor to meet you, I guess. Just heard a lot and a little about you, is all. I go to grab the brandy and just take a little swig from the bottle. Um, what led you to contact me? Oh, and I pass the bottle to Lookout.
Well, here's the thing, all right? I'm looking for a group of runners without too much buzz for a, discreet mission or two. And, well, I caught wind of your work through the Fixer, let's say, information line. And I noticed that you and your crew seem to be, not the usual run and gun type that I try to avoid. You see, I don't want these things tied back to me. And I'm pretty good at that usually, which is why you won't find my name in very many news reports. Um, and so, Seems you guys have what it takes.
Sure. Yeah, we definitely like to keep our hands as clean as possible while living in Night City. You know how that can be. Um, and of course, of course, we wouldn't want to in any way jeopardize our clients. We'll say vitality in any way, or put any unneeded attention on them. So you definitely called the right people. Um,
That's what I like to hear.
just curious, who was that fixer you happen to run into? I've heard your name before, but uh, also GM, do I know the name of the guy who? Do I remember the name of the guy who mentioned him, or
I that mentioned him.
because I'm that father, like because I recognize the name. Do I know?
Oh yeah. Um, you don't really remember,
Okay, yeah,
and he doesn't seem very willing to say where he got your information from either.
fair enough. Well, we're here now. Appreciate the ride. By the way, you got more of those cards? Those are pretty sweet.
I picked that one up not too long ago. You know, being a fixer has its perks, and I had one of my crews snag it.
Is it an Arasaka brand? I noticed it's Japanese. It's gotta be.
You know, I would like to say it is, but it's not really safe driving stolen Arasaka vehicles around the city. No, this is from a more low-key producer.
I was
Not too
gonna
many of
say,
these out here in the mainland, but if you go back to Japan, you'll see quite a few.
interesting. Man, you learn something new every day. Well, what'd you need from us, Father?
Here's the thing, right? I got a tip that tonight there will be a package arriving amidst the usual cargo being scheduled to the slammer. And now there's a client out there who's willing to pay top dollar for it. Now, there's not much known about this, and even fewer people who know about it, as this is only information that was let out to the very highest echelon of fixers in this city. And as far as I know, there's no other crews vying for it, except there are rumors that the councilman is also sending a team. Now, the cargo is an ornate golden box, and it's located in a crate labeled as hazardous material, which is supposedly to stop the dock workers from opening it. Now,
Supposedly, it's a mighty fine
yes.
word. Carry on.
Now, the thing is, I would like you all to retrieve this in a discreet manner, which does not draw attention to yourselves, and more importantly, to me. Now, good news is the Slammer, they're pretty low on tech at the moment. New the new gang who rolled in there and has been taking up that territory, they haven't had time to install their own defenses. So you shouldn't have to worry about being caught on camera. However, it is nighttime in Night City. There'll be a lot of people there, especially the hanged men. Now, they own the bar, they organize the fights. They catch whiff of you trying to steal their cargo, you're going to end up dead. That is your warning.
Okay. Is this golden box actually hazardous?
As far as I know, it's not. It should be safe to handle. Otherwise, the client would have told us. He seems to really want this, okay? He wants it undamaged, including the box and the lock. So don't get any ideas about peeking inside.
Got it.
Now, if it was hazardous, he probably would have told us he wants it retrieved more than he wants to make a fool out of whatever team's going for it. I hope.
And who's expecting this box?
That's for me to know. And
Well, but in the
you to
who's
not.
going to be expecting, but unfortunately won't be receiving this box.
Oh, that This box is, like the slammer itself and its port, property of the Hanged Men. Now, they're that new gang that's been causing trouble out in South Night City.
Gotcha.
This is arriving with their usual shipment. However, it seems like the normal members are not aware of it, and something for only the higher-ups. I hear
Gotcha.
the High Priest himself, it's a delivery for him.
Okay. Think this is the perfect mission for us. A little espionage.
For sure.
Work something out. When's it
Oh,
get
yeah.
delivered?
Night.
Oh, well, I guess we better get a move on. I'm
Alright.
assuming you're leaving it up to us to intercept as long as we follow those simple rules.
Yeah, and one more thing. This job pays 3,000 eddies each. However, if you bring me the head of the man they call Justice, I'll give you another 3,000.
What happened to no violence or not getting your hands dirty?
This is separate from the payout for the box, okay? This separate type of deal, okay? I would
See.
not recommend trying to kill him in broad day. However, if you find a way and you take him out, it's an extra 3,000 for each of you.
Okay. And I'm assuming this guy is High Priest, and we're going to the headquarters of this gang. Let's make it 3,500 for that extra piece of the deal, and I think we might be able to help you out.
Well, it is quite dangerous. I'm willing to give you 3,500 for retrieving the box.
How's that sound, boys?
Sounds good to me,
Sounds good
money.
to me. Do you happen to mention what transportation it's going to be arriving on the call insignia and whatnot?
Are you asking about the how the package is being delivered to the slammer?
That's right.
Correct.
It'll be arriving. It'll be arriving by boat.
By boat, you say? That's what I thought as I was listening. And you
Yeah,
see me
they
typing
got
in
a
the air as he's talking.
they got a port set up behind the slammer, and this ship, it's departing from well, not sure if I'm able to say necessarily, but it's a pretty well-known place, and you can be assured that the other cargo is a lot less than legal.
Well, if I know anything, the markets used to be near the East Marina, but all that kind of got absorbed into the Upper Marina. We could try there first. Or should we just head straight to the hangman's quarters? Is this like an open bar, or do we have to be a part of their group to get in there?
No, the slammer, this place, it's open to everyone, okay? That's how they do their business, you know? They get you lured in with the fights,
I see.
the booze, and they push their shit on you, okay? Now,
I see.
these men, they traffic and they deal. That's their their bread and butter.
Ah,
So don't
yeah.
get mixed up with any of the powder they got lying around.
Nah, no sweat. Been around the block a few times with some gangs. Think we can handle this. Yeah, we'll head straight to the slammer. I'll let you know when the package is secured. And as far as that secondary goal, we'll see what we can do.
I
Yeah,
pipe
you
up.
do that.
Transport out, just like we got transport in. Or you want us to take care of that too?
What are you asking?
Oh
For
yeah, did we get a
transport
free
out.
ride back?
Yeah. Or you want us to take care of that
The
too?
ride will take you to the slammer if you accept.
Absolutely.
But will it be waiting for
Perhaps
us?
drop us at my cargo container so we can get our own vehicle. I'm
Yeah.
sure that you
Ah.
don't want your fancy AI car connected to this.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
we'll
fine.
need to-
If you'd like to take the Grundy, that's more than fine.
Cool.
All right. A deal's a deal.
Sounds good. We'll be in contact.
All right. Good luck. If you get caught, you never
No,
knew
we
me.
don't know you. Yeah.
What I
No
like to
who.
hear.
There
Exactly.
we go.
Oh, and one more thing. He says, pointing at Alexander and Mac. If you're gonna blend in a solo bar, you're gonna need more firepower than that.
Fair enough.
Even if it's just for show, I don't care if you use it. But they're gonna find it pretty suspicious that these random people are pulling up.
No,
I
of
got
course.
a couple of rifles out back. If you want to take them, they're
Ah, you're
yours.
kidding. We'll absolutely take that.
Roger, Roger.
I go to take one more swig of the brandy, and then I'll stretch my hand to Father.
He reaches out his hand, each finger glistening with gold rings, and gives you a firm shake.
One day I'll have to get me a few of those, and I give him the devilish smile, showing my
Uh,
rubies.
if you complete this job, if you complete both parts, I'll throw in one too with your pay.
Wow, now we're talking. All right, boys, we ready?
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
let's grab them raffles.
All right. As you guys begin to head back out, you hear him turn up his music, and you hear the rocking chair lean back as the sound of soft jazz and blues follows you out back to where the guns are stored. There
Now
seems
that's
to
what I
be
call
two rifles leaning against the church and a few boxes of ammo sitting next. It seems to be about 50 bullets for each rifle. The
Nice.
mags are already loaded.
Beautiful.
I grab one. Um, I examine it, I guess, just seeing the quality of these, like old, brand new.
They're nothing high quality, nothing special, but they ain't damaged. They'll get the job done.
Nice. Don't know how well I can use this, but it'll definitely look the part.
Yeah, I'll put it on unless you're better with a rifle lookout.
Oh, I definitely am. I was gonna wait for a little while, but I was definitely gonna swap with at least one of you. And which one of you would you say is the worst shot right now?
I'm a real good shot with a handgun. However, with rifles or shotguns, not too much.
Same here. Plus, like Father said, it's for appearances, so if you got a shotgun already, I think we should probably carry the rifles at least on our backs, unless you want to switch out and I'll hold on to the shotgun until we want it back.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And
Sounds good.
yeah, because this thing it's got loaded with shells, so you just got to point in the general direction.
Mm.
Oh,
Shouldn't be too hard to hit people. This thing might require a little bit more finesse, so I don't this my shotgun here. You might actually have a stand a chance of hitting somebody with, as opposed to the rifle. That's my
yeah, yeah.
logic here.
All I know is handguns, man. Spray and pray is what I'll be working on. If God forbid we need to use that shotgun.
All right,
Um,
then. As you guys swap out your weapons and head back to the car, it begins to take you back towards the apartment to pick up the Grundy and get underway on this mission. Now, here we're gonna take a nice little break because I
Yes.
gotta use the bathroom and
yeah, same here.
I'm gonna have a quick smoke and then we'll resume in let's say 10 minutes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Perfect.
Sounds
Uh,
good.
Awesome.
I need some water.
Yeah.
cool. So
See you
yeah,
boys in 10.
see you guys in 10. I'll throw on some music and our holding screen, and we'll be back. Thanks for
Sweet.
stopping in and watching, everyone who's lurking.